Okay, we're halfway through our entertaining performances tonight, so let's introduce the next couple. Our next star is Dr. Robert Bonham. The distinguished Dr. Robert Bonham will be dancing with his coach, Haley Hudson, who is new to our show this year. Haley has been dancing since she could walk. Growing up in Pagosa Springs, she's had countless opportunities to develop her love for theater, dance, and performance. Haley's performed professionally also in regional theaters across Colorado. She is currently the artistic director at the Pagosa Springs Dance Academy. And now, enjoy getting to know Dr. Robert Bonham.
I'm Dr. Robert Bonham. I'm 81 years old. I was anxious to get to school. I wanted to learn. We did not have preschool or kindergarten, but we had great teachers that showed us that if we had dreams, we could make it happen, and they were there to help us. Not to penalize us. If you didn't do well, they would help you. Again, whatever your goal was and whatever your ability was, they would push to the limits. So I think that's some of it. I wanted to bring that to Pagosa and these kids to have that advantage, which I think was a tremendous advantage for me through all my education. I got out of school, went to college, and had a degree in organic chemistry and biology, a double major. And then I went to medical school. But in between that time, when I was about to graduate, I loved to dance. I started it in high school, and we had a teen club, and they had Arthur Murray come teach us. So I carried that over to college, and I started doing variations of Arthur Murray. And at that time, it was Jimmy Reed and the Push. And then that was kind of slow for me. So as time, other people came to college, and they were from Fort Worth, Texas, and they did Fort Worth Push. And so a modification of that is what I do now. The Army invited me to go to Vietnam and run the 95th Evac Hospital because of my trauma training at Parkland. I came back, finished Army the second year in Fort Carson, and then I go back to start my practice of 38 years in Dallas. We have been supporters of this for several years, but and then Fran Lower started pushing me. I said, they really need some more dancers. I said, I am not, one of those kind of dancers, but I'll help if you want to. Between her and John Adams, which are on the Fountain of Help a lot, I agreed to go ahead because it's for a great cause. And, I'll do my best and hope I can raise a lot of money.
Okay, so get ready to watch Robert and Haley dance the Fort Worth Push to Been Around a Long Time.
To know age is just a state of mind. Some things just get better, like fine wine. I ain't old, but I've been around a long time. I've seen them come and go and come back around again. Some of life's hard lessons finally started sinking in. If you don't do nothing, you're gonna live to regret. You won't have to live with what you can't forget. I ain't old, but I've been around a long time. You just might surprise yourself to see how you go. Don't hold too tight, let it all unwind. Keep a positive state of mind. I ain't old, but I've been around a long time.
So, Bob, you were the last star to sign on. How was your experience this year?
Well, I didn't know what it was going to be all about, but I felt strongly that if I could do anything, I ought to try it. And so once I got into it and had a great coach, I had a great time. It's been a lot of fun.
Oh, good. I'm so glad to hear that. So, Haley, you were with us for the first time this year. We're so glad to have you. And I hear you have some exciting professional news. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so I am the artistic director of Pagosa Springs Dance Academy. Being an artistic director entails a lot of choreography, organizing master classes, master choreographers, and we are now going to have the first competition studio in Pagosa Springs, so that's really excited for our dancers and our girls.
That is awesome. Congratulations. We're so glad to have that here. So, Bob, I hear you have a lot of people watching. Tell us who's watching.
We have a lot of friends that helped support this before and in our neighborhood, and we couldn't get seats. So they decided to give a big party, and they're having it at one of our houses close by, inviting all our friends over. And then also my daughter is going to have the same thing with my relatives and a lot of my running buddies in Dallas at the same time.
Oh, that sounds great. Well, we'll have to make sure they get it tuned in. So, Bob, tell everybody why they should vote for you.
I'm not a professional dancer, and I got up there and I was determined to have a performance. I had a great coach, and I think if anybody that wants to come forward, I would appreciate your vote because I tried the best I could. Thank you.